Hello and welcome back to the devlog for Monster Path, our indie roguelike JRPG. So right now I'm just getting back into it after taking a pretty big break. I need to reinstall a new version of Unity, get the project open, figure out where I was, and I'm probably going to check the codex for open items. So I just checked the codex and it looks like basically what I need to do is just work on bugs. There's 37 open bugs right now. Alright, I've been fixing glitches for about 2 days, and there's not really too much else to see, just because they were all glitches, not really new features. But I think I'm ready now to work on my next big feature that I plan to implement, which is, it's not really a feature, it's more like a balance, and what I want to do is I want to reduce the size of the overworld. So instead of the overworld being the size it is now with maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 choices to make, I'm thinking about making it roughly this size. So you have a few less choices, you're not grinding as much, and each screen is just a little bit faster. And then I'm going to also make the buffs from each enemy maybe double. So you have less enemies, less time sort of grinding before your build is up and running. And then also we get to see the art. So when it's this far zoomed out, you don't get to see the art very well. And I think this will just simplify the gameplay. It will make your plan to get through the level much more clear and simple and strategic. So I'm going to work on that now. So I said I was going to work on making the levels a little bit smaller and compact, and the decisions a little bit more meaningful. And I think I did that. But one of the sort of side goals that we had was to also show off the art better. And when we zoomed in, we sort of stumbled upon this new art style where the camera's at a little bit lower angle, and we tried to make the pieces look a little bit like a board game. And actually, I think it looks really, really good. So I think this is a big success, not just in the art style, but I think the new levels also look really cool. So I'll do a couple of them just so you can sort of see what they look like now. There's a little bit less decision making to think about. Each level's a little bit shorter, so you're not wasting as much time. And then I also buffed the impact of all of the enemies. So like fire cheese chickens now make you take 20% less damage instead of 10% less fire damage. There are still a few bugs to work out, like this obscuring the path now that the angle is a little bit lower. Things like trees can block what's behind them. So we'll have to do something to make them transparent or something like that. But overall, I think it looks great. And actually, I want to show not just this biome, but a lot of the other biomes that we did. There we go. So we made a lot more use of a skybox, which is brand new, and then some like things near the front of the camera, and then things trailing off into the distance now. So this is a sand level. I'll do one more just so you can see sort of how the paths look as well. This one we might need to move the camera a little just because it's low. It's blocking some of the items or some of the characters. And let's also look at my personal favorite one, which is the snow biome. I think this one works really good with the mountains in the distance, the sort of sunrise effect, and then the trees and mountains up close. I also really like the snow effect, or the snow particle system. Alright, so I spent a little more time fixing up the bugs. I did a raycast from every single path straight to the camera. And if it hit any decorations, it deleted the decorations. This was good too because it let me spawn a lot more decorations and then just delete the important ones. So the levels are a little bit more densely packed now. Yeah, so overall, I'm very, very happy with this update. Zooming in the level I think was the right choice, and the fact that we get to go with this new art style, this new view, I think the game looks 10 times better than before. Before it was very 2D, static, and flat. Now it's 3D and very dynamic, and like I said, it's kind of going for like a board game feel now, which I think really fits the theme of the game. Alright, thank you all for watching. Bye!